Did he answer in
Ah,
French?
there you are. Sorry, say that again.
I didn't catch that. Ah, okay. So you're not to leave RT until you've been dismissed, sir. That's incredibly disrespectful. No, I did not actually. Um, you'll have to show me where I said any of that because I didn't. On Discord, I closed it and I said, "Come talk to me," right? And that the matter was closed on the Discord off-topic chat. So when I say that, I mean that. So messaging after that is disrespectful. Once I've already closed it, I invited you to come into in game and talk to me in person about it, and then you wanted to sit and throw a tantrum. That oh yeah, you certainly did. You're wanting to retire, right? Because because I'm saying that it's not your choice.
Hey, Mikey, can you just let FG talk, please, sir, and then he'll give you a chance to speak as well, brother.
It is not your decision on what goes on, like in the chats, or if I come in there because there's toxicity building, which you are creating there. Uh, that's it. That's the final word on the matter. I wasn't disregarding you, which is why I invited you to come in to talk to me and express any opinions you have. I've never said, never hinted that what you said doesn't matter. I just didn't want it going back and forth like that in the chat. I let you say your piece, and then that was it. I'm going to go and respond there. I'm not going to have an argument like that in public. I'm happy to have the conversation with you, but but I'm not having it in public that way. Like I said, that creates a toxic environment, and I can't let that happen. Because what? I'll be held to account as well. You saw Checkmate come in; he's watching these chats. So if I allow stuff like that to go on, then he will question me about why I'm doing that as well, right? So we're all accountable. We're all accountable to somebody. I'm accountable to admins, and you, sir, are accountable to me. So when I say something, that's an order. That's not a suggestion. It's like I made it pretty clear, right? So I don't appreciate what's that? Right, exactly. You're outnumbered. This isn't a team sport. Anyway, go ahead, say your piece, sir. You can have the floor. You were trying to interrupt me, so go ahead and say what you wanted to say. I mean, no, I think you definitely were talking about things you didn't know. I mean, you just said it yourself, right? You don't know the whole story, so I'm not sure why you had such a strong opinion. Right, which is a small part of the whole thing, right? Right, and I think that's what people were trying to point out to you. But let me get back to the point here real quick. Just so when I said that the topic was closed, that means that there's not to be any more talking about that, right? So you coming back and saying, "Well, there's a record," like it doesn't matter, right? When I you were still talking about the thing that I said that we're not talking about anymore. You understand what I'm saying to you? So, Mr. Junior, I think you wanted to say, sir.
Um, well, I mean, yeah, I have a lot to say, but Mr. Mikey, sir, if you don't mind, can you like how old are you, brother? 38. Okay, cool, cool. So you're like, fully grown man, brother. Like, you're talking to um, adults in this room. Um, I just want to be as clear as I possibly can here. Like when you're having any kind of conversation, um, especially one, with this kind of reaction here. This FG's reaction could have been extremely different, based on your recent outbursts and comments and such. So it's just like common courtesy, bro. When you're having a conversation with someone, just let them speak. You will have your turn to speak. Like you've been like very disrespectful since I've been standing here. You've tried to cut FG off like at least 10 times already. The the other thing is if you have like lots of things to say, and I believe he's given you more than enough grace here to speak your piece and just kind of explain what it is that's on your mind and how you feel and everything face to face. Like I don't really understand when you say you have a hard time talking in front of people as well. Could you explain that for me? Like what does that mean exactly? So you have a difficult time having difficult conversations, is what you're saying. Okay, but there is no, like I said, other than the cutting off and all this and the little sly disrespect and whatever. If we just cut that out and we have just a normal conversation, there should be no reason to, fear somebody's response or how they might, react to what you're saying. As long as you just speak respectfully, I'm sure you can get out whatever it is that you need to get out in a professional and adult like manner. Do you agree? All right, cool. So, and does everyone agree with me here? Everyone present?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Mr. Mikey. So, you had a lot of things to say. The FG is giving you the option here. He's giving you the floor twice. Okay, just to, you know, just kind of say what's on your mind. I believe that's what's happening here. So you have a golden chance here, brother. Because personally, if it was me, I would have ripped that suit off for you already. For you rushing out of here, doing the nonsense in the Freg chat, talking over me, you would have been gone already. I'm just telling you straight up. That's what I would have done. Like, he's got a lot of patience right now. Okay, and he doesn't have to do that because you've broke multiple Army sixes since I've been standing there. So he's giving you that grace out of respect. Okay, so give him the same respect back and just speak to him like a normal adult person.
So, just real quick, like if you have, I didn't read everything on that in the off topic forum. So I saw something about clicks, I guess. I mean, is there something that, you know, is there something that's really nagging at you that you got like um, that you want to say? Like, is there one big thing there aside from some of the little stuff? Because I can't imagine some of these little things like people having friends on base. I can't imagine that's bothering anybody. But like, if I'm wrong, tell me. But uh, this is what I was saying at the generals meeting last night, right? Like, pick sort of the two biggest issues, right? That way we can tackle it instead of flooding 50 tiny little things that are, um, you know, maybe not that as big a deal, right? Like maybe we can choose out the bigger ones. Oh, everybody. Okay, I don't remember this, so you'll have to. What was the name of that player?
I don't have any recollection of this either. I'm gonna need some more information there.
Uriah. Okay. You're saying I was there as well? Okay. So what happened with this player? Did they end up joining? Did we get them through the process, or what happened? Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Well, I don't recall this particular thing, but I'm happy to review the BC footage if you have it, and I can apologize. What's that? Oh, okay. Yeah, this was almost a month ago now. Okay. Well, I'm happy to go ahead. What was that? If you'd like to invite that player back up here, we can try it again, um, and I can apologize for any disrespect that they may have felt there. I'm happy to do that. I think you got to understand a little bit though. It's a little, um, it's a little strange to hear a man's voice right while you're calling them ma'am. So I think people just aren't really used to that. So I think if you know, um, I mean, hopefully people weren't being disrespectful about it, which I we've seen that from time to time, and normally that's not really the case, right?
I'd also like to know what I did that was rude. So if you don't mind, kind of elaborating a little bit there, Mr. Mikey. Hmm. Okay. So that's not what I said, and I do remember now. This was Southgate. You guys were standing over by the green circle. Um, we was on top of the BCs, and I heard your voice come out of his or her mic, and I asked a question. I said, "Oh, that's a man's voice. Sounds like Mikey. Is that his wife?" I said, because you guys are, sitting there or whatever, and I seen a female character, and somebody said, "Yeah, Mikey's bringing his girl here," or whatever it was. So that's why I asked the question. Normal question to ask. People have their partners in here all the time, brother. I don't see how that was disrespectful since I heard your voice through that player's microphone.
So so it kind of sounds like you chose to take offense at stuff, maybe being sensitive when you didn't really understand maybe the intention. All right. I think Miss Riley was wondering as well uh, how she was being rude or whatever she was doing. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Miss Rolla. If you'd like to respond real quick. Keep it brief, please.
I'm always brief, sir. Um, so you said I was treating this individual as like they were slow. I've done hiring until I'm blue in the face, and me treating somebody unnecessarily rude, that don't even sound like me. So if I said something rude or came off rude, or I'm still confused how I was treating somebody like they were slow. If I'm asking questions and somebody's not responding, I'm going to repeat the question and maybe repeat it a little more forceful. But I'm still lost as how I was. being rude to this individual and acting like they were slow. Okay. Yeah, I don't recall that.
So, Mikey, just if I can add something here, Mr. FG, it definitely sounds like you misunderstood what was happening there. And I don't know if this is due to your um, dislike of human interaction, normal conversation. I don't know. But, you could have just asked a question, asked for a bit of clarity or something. Pretty sure everybody here would have been more than happy to explain whatever it was before it is misunderstood and spirals into this. Yeah, I don't think anybody here meant any kind of ill intent or any disrespect towards your friend. And like I said, I was just asking if it was your wife because you guys were together and I heard your voice come out of that player's microphone. So I meant no disrespect by it either. And if your friend was upset, I have no problem apologizing to your friend and to you. That's okay. I will apologize for that. But I don't necessarily think that that's the only thing that led to this spiral. So if you don't mind continuing.
That
I believe Miss Riley dealt with that situation appropriately. I also had posted something and asked both of them to stop going back and forth. And that situation was handled with, I would say, professionalism. Um, I spoke with Riley, I spoke with Roller, and I also spoke with Ember. So like, I don't see why you have taken it upon yourself to table this like again as a big issue. Is this something that Ember is still feeling or something, or something that I'm missing here? That's why I took a.
Respectfully, that's between Ember and I. It doesn't involve you, and you don't have all the information on that situation. As I said before, I understand Ember's your friend, and y'all might have had conversations. I haven't spoke to you one iota about it until you brought it up. So, I mean, Ember and I have a history that you're not aware of, and there's things at play that you're not aware of. But again, if it's between me and another individual, let me and that other individual have take care of it, and with the higher ups, which Miss Riley called us both in to take care of it and leave it at that. I still don't understand why you've inserted yourself into it and made it a big deal. Again, it doesn't involve you, and I can say LMAO if I want to. I don't find it disrespectful. If I find something funny, I'm going to laugh at it. I don't understand why everybody's so sensitive to the point where it's making this little stuff into big issues. You are allowed to have your feelings just like everybody else is allowed to have their feelings. You can't hold people at fault for that. It's just, I mean, we're trying to have the fun. It's a freaking video game. Like, come on.
It doesn't matter to anybody, and involve me by
Again,
doing that in front of me and with hard words. So I know I shouldn't do that.
that's
Just
you
like I
putting
shouldn't
up
have
the
done what I did in
fight.
chat.
Hang on,
That's you
hang on,
putting
hang
up
on.
the fight. It doesn't involve you.
Miss Rolla, let him
Um,
finish
can
speaking,
I have
please.
a last I checked, the LMAO that she said wasn't in reference to anything that happened the day prior. So I don't understand how that's making fun of anything if when she laughed or whatever, she LMAO respectfully to a totally different issue. I don't understand how that pertains to the day prior. No, I'm see, and that is the conversation that we had, which was that I had no clue what you were talking, what the video was, or what was said. So I would need you to actually tell me or tell us what was said that she was laughing at, because I don't know what was being laughed at. And even then, yeah, like Rolla is saying, she can laugh at what she wants to laugh at, but at the same time, it wasn't no one, not neither of us, I mean, from my understanding, were poking fun or making fun of the situation because I had no clue what was happening.
Also, Mikey, like just to add, again, you're allowed to feel feelings. You're allowed to, whatever. Um, like time and place. You know what I mean? Like if you feel some type of way about something, and like you so rightly said earlier on, you don't have all the information, so you're just solely going based off of um, maybe hearsay or what you think, right? That's extremely dangerous, man. That's like treacherous waters right there. To be acting or reacting to something when you don't have the full story of everything, right? So it's okay to feel whatever way, but I don't feel like this uh, is the time and place to voice those feelings or opinions. Can you see how something like that could be more problematic than you know uh, than a peaceful resolution or some type of common ground or understanding or some type of resolution?
So the other thing is the whole point of this, right? What I thought was base morale, right? Like we were talking about issues with the base, and these seem to all be just personal offenses, that times that you were offended by something or felt you were wronged in some kind of way, which, as Mr. British here sort of alluded to, you could have just came up to somebody and talked to them, to that person, whether it was Rolla, whether it was Junior or myself or Miss Riley. You could have discussed this matter and kind of squashed it then and there, right? Instead of sort of hanging on to it and, then dumping it all out, all these personal issues or things that you've had on the base. So right, but what you actually did was you took maybe a misconception. Maybe there was a little something with that one with your friend that came up, and even though you've been around a bunch of hirings and seen a ton of people get hired that didn't. Oop, sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so you took something like that, despite all the other times people have been hired with no issues, and tried to make this into like some base wide problem, some reason that morale now took a hit on base because one time one individual, right? Like out of 40, 50 hirees. And maybe and like I said, maybe there was an issue, maybe there was something we could have improved there. But you're taking one thing that happened and now you're trying to make it what you're doing is you're making it sound like this is a regular occurrence, right? Like this is what happens when people come up to get hired. They're being disrespected, they're being shit on, they're being um, whatever it is, right? And you're there for that.
Discriminated against.
What's that, Mikey? Okay, name me another one.
Please do, because I'd like to know.
You said at some points. That's more than one. Give me another one. Who else?
I'm sorry, because I'm active for almost every single hiring, and when people have actually shot people wrongfully, I have called it out and said, "Do not do that." But that's a rare occurrence, and it's usually people who aren't using their mic and have been given their warnings beforehand, and also have been told to step off the concrete, do whatever it needs to be done. Their language barrier, I mean, that's not really on us since this is an English server. So it's like if they don't understand and we keep telling them, what are we supposed to do? Just let them continue to do what they're not supposed to do. But then also it's like, I don't know. I I see, but I'm not getting like a clear um point of when this has occurred after that one incident because like I said, I've been for every single hiring and I'm not seeing exactly what you're seeing.
Yeah, I'm not either. Again, if there was a single lapse in judgment, that doesn't taint every hiring. So uh, the issue being that people sometimes get killed for not following orders or rules or not being where they're supposed to on base, things like that. Like the respect that you showed when you left without being dismissed, that kind of respect. That's what there's not enough of. That was not respectful. That was pretty damn disrespectful, in fact.
Hmm.
So I don't. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So let me as somebody that's done anger management for over a decade, um, that is not proper de-escalation skills. I'm gonna teach it to you. Okay, maybe you can use it in the future, or if you're still here, or whatever. Uh, if you are feeling heated in the moment, um, and you feel it as if you cannot continue a conversation because you're going to
All
lash
right,
out
Mr.
with
Boyce,
some type of
just go ahead and hug the packs.
verbal or
Let me get
physical
some eyes on Westgate,
violence or
also
behavior,
Southgate, please. You still wanted AP, obviously.
what you can do is
Roger, I
say,
have eyes on West.
Mr. FG, sir, sorry to
Got a
interrupt,
drone over
but
AP
I do
myself.
need to take a minute to collect my thoughts. And,
Roger that, good sir.
I'll be back at some point to try and
I
finish
got
this
eyes towards
conversation.
South
But
Coast.
right now, I need to leave because of this reason.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sure he would have probably understood that a little bit better, other than you basically cutting him off, not listening to what he's saying, and then just running out the door. That's not how adults handle situations, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, as far as hiring goes, I've been around for a lot of hirings. Not as much in the last 4 weeks, but prior to that, I've been around a lot of hirings, and yeah, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. I'm not seeing any kind of uh, long like issues that we're having in most of these hirings, like you're saying. Yes, people get occasionally they'll get killed, and like 99 times out of 100, it's for a very good reason. Maybe there's the occasional one, right? That's like, maybe a little questionable, but yeah, that's another thing. We don't always have people coming in hiring, but again, that's I feel like you're seeing this through some lens here where you've been slighted, and now you're seeing sort of everything as disrespect or
All right. Well, okay. So those things sound like misunderstandings, or maybe it didn't happen at a specific hiring. Maybe it was just when people were guarding Southgate or whatever the case may be. But let's talk about something that did actually happen that you mentioned on Discord. You said Mr. FG here brought me in as his DFG too early or too soon, or whatever your statement there was. So, you think that is a morale issue as well, sir? You want to explain that one?
All right, about 14 the first minute as y'all see. Keep the call outs brief on the walkie so the next soldier can say the next thing they need to. Roger that.
that happens every term.
We got one
Anytime
silent
a
wall
new
near the
FG
tank.
comes in, people retire. If they don't- if their person didn't wasn't the one that got the FG position, people retire. That happens every damn term.
I had 7 people tie when I got my suit, same day.
Roger.
7.
Yeah, I don't even have a vest.
The mid. Let's hug the packs on this wave right here.
Wait, how are you seeing this?
I was about to ask.
I'm looking at Freg chat. Where are you seeing these?
We got like 3 at HP.
Texas tanks.
7 at HP.
RT.
Okay.
Yeah, don't you worry about raid, Seth.
Yes, I
Mr.
want
FG
aside
will let
those
you
they
know if
heard.
he wants you to go out there or not.
Yeah, Miss Rolla, would you mind stepping out, ma'am, and giving them a hand with that?
No problem. And again, Mr. Mikey, sir, if I did say that, tell your friend I apologize.
Check RT. RT's about to get rushed.
Yeah, it literally is that easy. When there's an issue,
We got a lot of them on Luz's corner.
sometimes, and I've been guilty of this when we're talking about something and kind of joking around. We'll say stuff, and if somebody takes offense to it, it's really that easy to just say, "Hey, you said this to so and so, or you said this to me," and you know, most of the time, man, it really is either unintentional, or it might have been such a throwaway comment that you didn't even realize you said it or something like that. And I'm happy to apologize if
One of them
if
is
I've
down
hurt somebody's
behind
feelings
Luz's corner.
because of what I said or did, because that's never my intent, right? And I'm not trying to hurt anybody. And I think if you were assuming that, right, that we're not out to get people, out to hurt people's feelings, out to, if you saw it that way, I think you would have a different view of, like, going back to the wife comment or something like that. Like, you would go, oh, he must have misunderstood something, or I didn't understand something, and then you would ask him about it.
Hey, we got about 5 or 6 gang members.
But instead, you
packs,
automatically took offense.
For example, Mikey, sorry, Mr. FG, I just wanted to add another example of that same exact thing happening multiple different times. So there was a soldier here who was in charge of the bodyguard.
Yeah, we can't have another wave like that. So everyone on the outskirts, please tuck the packs.
And it was the
gather around
exact
RT
same
and AP
situation.
packs.
Her player showed up,
Watch
female character,
HQ
and
wall.
we hear Outlaw's voice, who is male. So I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on there? And then sure enough, he goes, oh yeah, Junior, it's just my wife. I have to do the macros or whatever for her. Very simple.
HQ walls
Easily explained, whatever. We throw up the NRP in the chat. Because, now we're not role playing anymore. It was a question, he answered it. It was done.
It's coming at AP left side.
I don't discriminate against people because of their race, religion, or gender. I'm not that kind of person. Actually, my brother is a part of the LGBT, whatever letters they want to take now. He's a part of that. We joke around all the time about stuff. So I have no issue with anyone with whatever their sexuality is. It was a simple question. If you took offense to it, and like I always tell people, open door policy. That doesn't mean a physical door. It means you can come and talk to me about anything at any time.
Yeah, but so the point here is that
AP1.
These slights and things that you've personally been felt either targeted or
Car
just
back of RT
offended by, things like that. Like, literally this
Coming
entire
from
time
Southgate.
could have just spoken with somebody. Just had a
What's coming from
conversation and
Southgate?
squashed it right away, you know?
General.
I think- We got two.
Got another one on AP.
They're hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, right? Like, I've been asking at these meetings, every meeting, if you have an issue, speak up, you know? And I've mentioned every time that it's okay to bring stuff up there, or if you don't want to, you can always have a private conversation with me. And so
Need help over on AP.
I don't know, it just
Two tanks to mid.
it baffles me that with all these opportunities have um, to have these conversations and get past issues, I don't know that
We got
that
two
then
at
to
AP.
turn that into like a toxic thread on the Discord is just confusing to me.
AP needs support.
We hear you. It's two.
Kind of outrageous if you ask me. Just so you know, Mikey, the Discord is open to everyone, admins included. So that's the reason why
They gotta
that
come get the
whole
packs. They're
conversation,
trying to pick us.
back and forth, this and that, da da da, whatever, caught the attention of the admins, and you know they
3 decent
they
shooters, AP.
messaged in the Discord, right? So if you're in a big base meeting and you're uncomfortable with speaking publicly with a lot of people around, you could send FG a message and say, I have something, but I'd rather take it offline. Or you could, in the meeting, say, yes, sir, I have something, but, can I talk to you about it afterwards in private? That's not a problem either.
Yeah, I mean, communication, right? Like, sort of what it all boils down to is you just had to
We got about
communicate with
6 of them on
somebody.
AP.
Let's go,
Like,
guys.
I've been begging
All right, RT.
everybody. Been trying to get y'all to do that. It's like pulling teeth. All right. Well, Junior, do you have any other lingering things that you wanted to say?
Is AP clear?
Nope. Okay. You lagged out. So I
No,
guess
they
not.
said they're going back and healing quick.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, sorry about that. I got kicked out.
Okay, no problem. Do you have any last things you want to say?
Car Southgate to mid.
No, that was it really.
All right. So you have the 50 laps because of the issue in frag
Down
chat,
to mid.
and then there'll be some more disciplinary action coming here, but I'm gonna wait for a second, and I'd also like to just take some time before I do that. So when I'm ready, I will call you in for that. Okay. All right. You're dismissed.
We got one running mid.
AP one.
We got 2 at AP.
Intruder down.
We got 2 intruders.
More at AP.
Airport, man. Let me get some packages.
Back over to
Who's his corner? He's down.
another car southgate.
Damn. I was in one health.
Got another one. How you all shoot your own man?
Friendly fire, Kobe.
Yeah, friendly fire, friendly fire.
Back over.
Get your mans in check. I took it in over.
She's down a minute.
Not the thorough.
Good work, good work.
I did my best.
Y'all know what to do. Let's start clearing the base. Soft hats in the HQ, please. Throw it up in the lobby when it's done.
Yup, load up, load up. Mr. Martinez.
Say what?
Mr. Martinez.
After we load the vehicles, can somebody give me an interview, please?
Y'all heard the boss. No brief. Vehicles respond everywhere to lock down the base.